Hello, Internet! Welcome to Two and a Half Brains on Paper Road Productions, our latest episode of Survivor. We're talking about Survivor Season 40, Episode 3, breaking it all down, giving our takes, our opinions, and talking about who did well, who did poorly, and all the rest of it. So go ahead and subscribe right below so you get all the updates, don't miss anything. We'll have our Masked Singer show out soon, a couple days. So don't miss that. We're obviously recording a little later than normal. Just was a busy week as always. We are going to try to get them out Wednesday and Thursday for the two shows if we can, but it doesn't always work that way, unfortunately. You can email the show, payrollproductions@gmail.com, like our Facebook page, facebook.com/payrollproductions, and you can tweet me directly, YoGrabbaGabba, so you can tell us what you think and all your thoughts and opinions. You can comment below, share the post, and tell everybody. So, before we get too far, let's go ahead and bring in our co-host, the two of the Two and a Half Brains. Let's bring in Jessica. Jessica, welcome to the show.
Hello.
And then the other half is Bailey. He's the other half brain. I'm zero.
You're half.
Well, then could that make you 1.5, Bailey a half, and me a half? Is that what you're trying to say?
That's fine.
Okay, cool. Bailey's like, I'm out of here. F this. Cool. So, Episode 3, fourth person knocked out, voted out, goes to the edge. First man knocked out. And tell me about the episode, honey. What'd you think?
I'm obviously not enjoying this season so far.
Not so far. 3 out of the 4 have been from your team. The other one's from Bailey's team.
Yes. So it has been very frustrating. I don't like the choices that they're making. I think they're letting certain people get too far as it is. And the longer you keep them there and keep thinking you're going to get rid of them later, it doesn't always end up that way. So we'll see what the decisions are going forward.
For sure. I agree with pretty much everything you said. It's been relatively interesting. There's been a lot of different twists and things that they have to do. The Edge of Extinction stuff is actually relatively interesting this season. And the fire tokens continue to play a part of the game.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, how can people find you on Twitter, first of all?
Just T820.
Just T820. Yeah, so it was a fun episode. It had a lot of different options, and ultimately seems like a new core alliance forming on one of the tribes. So we'll talk about that a little bit here as well. But let's go ahead and dive in here. We'll talk about the 3 moments that mattered. We'll go ahead and talk about who didn't survive, what went wrong with the person voted out. And we'll give our top 3 and bottom 3 of the players this week, or overall in the season so far, however you want to look at it. And we'll start off, as always, with the moment that matters, number 1. And that is what?
Nat gets another token.
Yeah, so another fire token for Natalie.
Mm-hmm.
If she wasn't the front runner to get back in the game before, I certainly think she is now.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree.
I think she has, 3 fire tokens?
Yeah, one from Jeremy, one from Sandra, one from Sarah.
Yeah.
Is there another one, though?
Well, she gave hers away, so she would have had 4. But she had to give one of hers away to Jeremy, and Jeremy bought it back.
Right, yeah, so she has 3.
Or sold it back, whatever, yeah. Mm-hmm. So Natalie got another one. What did Natalie have to do this time?
She had to steal a vote. She decided to send this to Sarah, but it wasn't exactly get it. Sarah had to go onto the other tribe's camp, go to their torches, and find the steal a vote. I'm trying to say advantage.
Yeah.
And then, it was hers. She had to, pay for it for one fire token, and she took it.
Yeah. So she had to go do that. We'll talk about that here in a little bit more detail. Come up in a minute. But also, doesn't Sarah have another advantage? Does she have I feel like she got something else too.
No, I'm not sure. Don't remember.
I feel like it wasn't not an idol, okay? Because Sandra has an idol. Mm-hmm. Does Sarah have one too? Though I feel like Sarah has one too. I feel like Sarah has 2 advantages now. Obviously, she got the steal vote in her season. They replayed that when she won. But I don't know. I can't remember. So.
I don't know. Well, she might have found the idol. Sandra was given an idol.
Right.
Sarah may have found No, whatchamacallit found it. Kim found the idol because she gave half of it away.
True.
So I'm not really sure.
I don't know. I feel like Sarah had something else. Maybe not. Could be mistaken, but I feel like she had something else too. Either way, Oh, was she given a fire token maybe?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Either way, doesn't matter. We'll talk about what's next. But so far, Natalie has gotten the advantages 3 times and had to give them away, and has gotten 3 fire tokens for it. Got one from Sandra, one from Jeremy, and one from now Sarah.
I mean, she's been hiding it really well though, and she
Yeah.
just she found out the last clue to get into the box. She found the combination, and nobody knows. Nobody has any idea, and they're not going to because nobody wants to go back up there.
Right.
So she's getting away with it.
Yeah. Then she obviously got rid of the evidence too, which was nice. So she's doing well on that stuff, and we'll see what is next and how those tokens play a role in getting back in the game too.
Yeah.
What is next? Moment Matters number 2.
Camp creeping.
Yeah. So what's this about?
So it's about Sarah creeping on the other people's camp, having to find their torches, find the advantage of the steel vote, which she does, without getting caught. Although I feel like they were showing Ben was waking up, Ethan was still up, playing with the fire, keeping the fire alive, but she managed to do it without getting caught. And well, it was funny because how it started with her and Tony.
Yeah.
Tony was her helper. He got her all covered in soot, like that was supposed to camouflage her at night. Nobody could see her.
Right.
But that was interesting.
Yeah, I really want. I mean, not the Sarah, 'cause I like Sarah, but I really want to see like maybe Tony or something do that challenge because nobody's gotten caught yet. I really want somebody to get caught.
Yeah, that's true.
That'd be way more interesting.
Yeah.
And what would happen? Right? Say, hey, what the heck are you doing in our camp? Get out of here! And then they
freaking out, and maybe then they're like working together on each other's opposite teams. Then
maybe that'd be
they
cool.
let you take the steal vote, but they know that you have it,
and you have to demand on your decisions and stuff. That'd be interesting. Also they've had happen to where they have the idle hand at the challenge, and you have to secretly get to do the thing, but nobody's got caught doing that either. I really want to see somebody get caught with that too.
Right.
I think that'd be make things a lot more interesting. I also am interested to see. I'm thinking probably next week after next week, there'd be a swap going on, right? There's gotta be.
God, for my sake, I hope so.
I know. I feel like there's got to be one coming up though. I mean, I feel like one more week because then they'll swap to 3 tribes of 5, maybe, or they'll just maybe maybe even do a surprise swap this week and do 2 tribes of 8. That's how it used to be back in the day. It was 2 tribes of 8 back when they first started playing. I don't know. I'd like to see them do a swap soon too because I think it's gonna get kind of too predictable. It's already been kind of right down the line. The last couple of votes, the old schoolers getting taken out one by one.
I mean, that would just also mess up though the one tribe. It's really not all the old schoolers getting taken out one by one. Yeah, I guess kind of.
Well, not the first vote, but after that, yeah.
I guess they haven't taken out the ones that I've been waiting for them to take out. So.
Well, they in theory should be next.
Unless they swap.
And then
they're fucked, and then they should have did it from the beginning.
Exactly.
So then that's when I'm gonna be yelling at the TV. So that.
Yeah. I don't. I mean, we'll talk about it. I don't know why everybody's still like we can't get rid of Rob. Like it's like I said before. They mentioned before, they're saying on the original Edge of Extinction. They're saying we can't upset Wentworth by voting out her ally, or we can't vote out Wentworth because then she'll know we're voting for her, or just vote her out, right? It's like we don't want Rob's controlling the game. We don't want to upset him, but if you're out of the game, it doesn't matter.
You don't want to piss off the Godfather. Well, then just take him out.
Right.
Why are you letting him stay there when you're saying he's controlling the game?
Right.
Like, I don't understand this thinking.
I don't know. We'll talk about it a little bit more later, but what's next? What's the third moment that mattered?
Adam in the middle.
Adam in the middle. I would say Malcolm in the middle, but he's on the season. Adam in the middle. What's going on with Adam?
Adam's in the middle between working with the newer, I guess, people and friggin' giving their game away of getting rid of Parvati and going to tell Rob, trying to get Rob on his good side. Rob's not going to flip on Parvati, so you should have kept the numbers and had the 5 of you just vote her out and just be done with it.
Right.
But instead you're being stupid, trying to play the middleman, not piss him off where you could easily have taken out either of them because you have the numbers. And now everybody's mad at you because you tried to freaking get someone out and then blew up their game. So now they're mad.
Right.
So now all my people are screwed. Adam, Freaking Adams.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't a very good
No,
move by him.
it
And
wasn't good.
he is overvaluing his social game quite a bit. He thinks he thinks everybody is friends with him and everybody's his number one.
He's trying to be Malcolm for, who is it?
Denise.
Then you're not him, so just stop.
Yeah.
I don't even know who he is, but I know you're not him because I'm sure he did better than this.
Well, his first season, yeah. He did progressively worse each time he played. But, yeah, I mean, he's trying to be everybody's number one, and he maybe was that with Denise, maybe. But he's now definitely not now, and, he's definitely trying to play the middle, trying to play both sides. That is smart from what caught. But I just don't understand. Again, I guess I'm missing something. Obviously, they talk about voting. I think they may be scared now because of Ben's mistake, episode 1, when Danny was saying she wants to get rid of Rob, and then Ben told Rob, and then it blew up the whole thing.
Adam did the same thing though.
I know.
Get rid of Parvati, so let's tell Rob, who's working with her.
Right. Right, and I think that's why they're afraid to go against Rob, because the information gets back to him. Everybody, people tell him stuff. So I think they're kind of afraid to do that now.
Throw it out there before anybody else did, but I think at this point everybody's aware not to do that, and they're going to keep their mouth shut.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll see. I think Adam made a mistake though, for sure. I mean, he definitely did. There's no doubt about it. He, he knows Denise has the idol, and he, so that could be a problem for Denise too. But
well, never mind. Did he give her back?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's got the idol, yeah. Fully got the idol, yeah.
For sure. So I don't know. I'm curious. Adam's a smart player. I think he's getting a little cocky though this season. I really do.
Great.
I think he's playing, thinking his social game is better than it is, and thinking he's closer to people than. I mean, obviously you can build. I think it's one of the things he's making a mistake too is he's building relationships with people, and he thinks they're his number one, but he's known them for like 6, 7, 8 days. They've known each other for 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like, well, I can be your number one, but I'm gonna be closer. Robin and Harvey are closer than Adam and Rob because Adam and Rob have known each other. They've met each other before, but Parvati and Rob played together 10 years ago.
Right.
So, it's hard to be like, oh yeah, I'm your number one, even though, your friends are out there too, or your spouse. So.
Yeah.
Adam needs to be very, very careful, needs to tread lightly. They said in the preview that they're going to go after Adam. I don't believe it. Previews never are accurate. But he's got to be very careful. I think it's, I don't understand why, it just, if you're afraid that somebody's going to be mad at you, vote them out. Easy. Don't blow up the plan and now everybody else is upset and now you're getting caught trying to be too cute. Just vote with your main allies, and I think it's too early of a game to one. I think what I'm trying to do is he's doing what happened to him his season. He was blindsided by the first vote, so him and Zeke were blindsided by Hannah and the rest. So he was all upset about it. Then they swung back over to him and pulled him back in. Then he got his footing in the game. But what Adam should do is vote out whoever wants to vote out, blindside Rob, blindside Ethan, blindside whoever, and then go to them and be like, hey guys, I'm sorry I had to take out your ally. It had to be done. The tide was going that way. I couldn't do anything about it. It was too late for me to stop it. Let's still work together.
Yeah.
After the fact.
Right.
Not before the fact.
Right.
If you want to, do damage control, beg for forgiveness, don't ask for permission. That's how it works on Survivor.
They're all playing it not that well right now.
Certainly.
This is very tough for me to watch this season right now.
Certainly. So those are the 3 most that matter. What is next?
Who did not survive?
So what happened to Ethan?
He got screwed for no reason of his own.
Yeah.
No fault of his own. It's just that's what happened.
So, Ethan talks about, he said his season, he said his strategy was to be the assistant coach. And the game's moving very, very quickly, obviously quicker than the old school guys are used to. He said he wanted to be this, he said this season, he said it's better to be the assistant coach because the head, you can still make the decisions with the head coach, but the players like you better because you're not the one yelling, you're kind of you're the player's coach. Well, in this case, he was Rob's assistant coach. and they didn't want to take Rob. They couldn't get Rob or Parvati, the king and queen, so they took out the draft.
Could have, though. Like, this is all crap. The game isn't moving fast because they're leaving all the big people there.
Yeah.
And if it's moving fast, you're taking out everybody big like last season. Last season, they just kept getting rid of everybody that was good.
Yeah.
One after another.
I think it's a little different strategy this year. I think they're just trying to keep the threats in front of them so they don't become the biggest threat. It's like the meat shield idea, but I think you're right. I mean,
but you send them to the edge of extinction, they lost a chance of getting back in the game.
Oh, certainly, of course.
But I don't know. I don't agree with it again.
I know, and I think it's hard to pinpoint really what is going on and what is, I mean, obviously they're targeting the old school players, and I think, they instead of going after they want to go after Parvati, and Adam had the plan to go after Parvati, so they had to switch up the plan, and they didn't want to take out Rob because for whatever reason Rob's the biggest threat in the game, so you want to keep him around, I guess. So you go after his assistant. That's happening. That's a very new school way of playing, actually. In Adam's season, for example, there was a group of people called the Triforce. Mm-hmm. They got knocked. One of the members got knocked out right before the merge, and then another member came in. There's a third member. It was that season. It was Michelle, Taylor, and Jay, and they were running the show. They had Will. They brought in Will, and they were on the show. And they're like, all right, well, who's Jay may have an idol, Taylor may have an idol. If one of them has an idol, they're probably going to play on the other one. Who are they not going to play it on?
Right.
Michelle. So that's what they voted out. Mm-hmm. They voted for the person who's least likely to have an idol, least likely to have an idol play on them. They couldn't take out the person they wanted, so the next best thing to take out cut off one of their limbs and weaken them.
Yeah.
And that's what they did here with Ethan. The thing is, and Sandra will tell you this. Anybody but me. Mm-hmm. Ethan was saying it at tribal council. I just got to survive this vote. But the problem is, Ethan, they told you they were going to vote Parvati. They said they wanted to vote Parvati. Adam said that. Mm-hmm. And what you did is you went to Parvati to try to tell her to try to get something turned around. Mm-hmm. If you're Sandra says, cool. Anybody but me. And both out Parvati.
Right.
Ethan put his neck on the line to protect Parvati. And look what happened. Yeah. If you're down the numbers, you can try to in insurrection and try to fight back and turn the tide. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, if it's not going that way, you gotta just jump on board.
Well, yeah, because why would you risk it? Do you want to win or not? So instead, you're gonna go to cause trouble, kind of like Adam did, mm-hmm. instead of just do it and just get it over with and worry about it later. Because either way, they're gonna be mad because now Ethan's gone. So either way, you're gonna piss them off. So you should have just went for the big gun and just not played around.
Certainly. And Adam told Ethan they're going for Parvati because they want to keep Ethan close.
Yeah.
But Ethan should have just said, okay, whatever. Mm-hmm. And if he wants to tell Parvati, fine. But if the votes are going a certain way, you've got to be like, I mean, what Ethan did wrong is he didn't convince anybody that he was not with the other guys. Right. If he would have said, okay, I'm 100% going for Parvati, I don't like to do it, but I'll do it because it's the way the tide's going. But if he does that, mm-hmm. they don't vote him out because he may be voting with them and maybe on their side.
Right.
But he didn't give them the assurances that he said, oh yeah, sure, whatever, yeah, Parvati, okay. But they knew he wasn't really going to do that.
Yeah.
They knew he was BSing them, and if he would have just been like, okay, yes, and convinced them that he was willing to flip on his alliance mm-hmm. and willing to vote with them. Hey guys, I know the way the tides are going. I know they're big threats. I know you gotta get rid of them. Just I will be your number for you. Keep me in the game. I will go vote whichever way you want me to go. Mm-hmm. I'll be your number one. You're taking out an ally of mine. I'll be your new number one. You can go up to Adam, go up to Jeremy, and just be that barnacle that attaches to the side of the boat, right?
Yeah.
Instead, he went and tried to start an insurgency against them mm-hmm. with Rob and Parvati.
But you're down in the numbers and you weren't getting anybody from the other side.
Right.
So it didn't matter.
So if you could have flipped somebody, then great. It's better to have 3-4 tight allies and bring somebody in. Mm-hmm. That's the best case scenario. But if that's not going to happen, mm-hmm. and you realize it's not going to happen, jump on board.
get as far as you can until the merge.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. Just go along with say yes always and go along to the merge. That's the biggest thing that Ethan did wrong. He tried to create he tried to create an insurgency and it didn't work out for him. I think there's a reason why, too. I think 2 players in this game made a move that fooled Ethan, and I think we'll talk about that in a little bit later, or maybe in the top 3. And I think that's why Ethan made the mistake he made. I think he was kind of tricked into making that mistake, but we'll talk about it. What do you think? What do you also think about Ethan? Obviously, you know from your team.
I don't want to even
Down to
talk
3.
about it anymore.
Who left in your team?
I don't care.
Adam.
Yeah, Yule.
Yule's doing fine.
And Ben.
And Ben's risky.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
So Yule's your best bet. Go Yule.
Great.
Yule, but yes, Yule on the other side though, he's getting that. He's fitting in with really everybody, so that's cool. So that's one good thing. He'll be on next week. Now I said that, but he's doing well. And that edge of extinction, I think can happen.
Well, if my whole team's there, that means somebody's got to come back.
Exactly.
Probably not. It'll be freaking Danny.
It'll be Danny. All right. So what is what? So what's next?
Bottom 3.
Bottom 3. So there's really no particular order, but it's still who is sitting here in our bottom 3 right now? Parvati. Why is she in the bottom 3? It's pretty obvious.
I mean, she's down on the numbers. Her name's getting brought up all the time, and she's her. I also don't really think that she's bringing that much to the game. I mean, I don't know. They're always losing their challenges every single week. Mm-hmm. They've lost every one but one. So I don't know. I don't know whose strengths or weaknesses are on that team except for Rob's.
Yeah.
Stop letting him do the puzzles.
He's always in the hero position. He's always letting him down. Yeah, Parvati, it's one of those things with her. She's always a target of every vote. I mean, I think every tribal council she's ever been at, her name's come up.
Yeah.
But the thing is, she always slips through. She always manages to get through. And if she does that a couple more times, gets to the merge, she's got a real good chance again. Mm-hmm. She's always the person that everybody wants to go after. She's always getting votes, but never goes home. And that's definitely a credit to her. She's not in a good spot by any means.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess this season, though, it's not her own doing. She's not batting her eyes and getting people to vote with her or anything. No. She's just getting not sacrificed. They're, pushing her along.
Correct.
Until it's going to be too late.
Until it's going to be too late. Yeah, they're trying to keep the bigger threats around, get rid of the people who aren't as big of threats. That way you get closer to the end, you get rid of the threats, and you're good.
I don't know. CBS probably signed a contract that Parvati and Rob and Sandra have to stay on for a while.
Right, exactly.
If this is rigged, I'm going to be really mad.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly, I mean, we were talking about, we said if B-Back's team does well, it's going to be a very entertaining season because you got all the characters, right? So, I mean, that's certainly how it's going right now. But I think Parvati, she's still in the game, and that's a huge credit for her. I don't think she's manipulating anything or staying in the game for any particular reason, other than the fact that she's a threat and they want to keep threats in the game. But
doesn't make any sense. But
it does, depending on who you are. I mean, for some people it makes sense. For others it doesn't. But again, just because we've seen this story before and know how this movie ends, right? With you let Parvati get too far, now she's at the end. Mm-hmm. Just because we've seen that happen doesn't change the fact that she's on the bottom in a bad spot. So that's why I have her in the bottom 3.
Yeah.
Can she and will she likely pull it out and get far and go to the end? Probably, because that's what she always does. But statistically, and the way the game is setting up right now, it certainly is looking dire for her. But again, we know if anybody can pull out, she can. So that's why she's in the bottom 3. I don't necessarily think she's done, but if you have to say who's in the worst spot in the game, she's definitely in one of the worst spots in the game. Does that make sense?
It does.
Do you agree?
I guess. Sure.
Who's on the bottom 3, number 2?
Rob.
Yeah, Boss Rob. Well, what's his deal?
He's another huge target too that they keep laying around and leaving him there.
Same reason Parvati. I mean, again, I think his number will come up sooner rather than later. I really do. They said it in maybe it was Michelle who said it. Somebody said it this episode. When Rob won his season, he controlled it from beginning to end. That's what he's trying to do now. Yep. That's the only way Rob can win the game.
Adam said it.
Adam said it? Okay. Mm-hmm. Right, okay, true. So Adam said it. So, but the only way Rob can win the game, he got to the end twice by just bulldozing, just steamrolling. Hey, I'm in control. This is my game. Shut up. Get on board or get out of the way. Mm-hmm. He did that twice. The first time he didn't have any friends at the end and lost. Second time the second time he would have lost had he been with anybody other than who he was with. He was with the girl who did nothing and the guy who was crazy and annoyed everybody. So that's the only way Rob knows how to play successfully. It's just I'm in control, I'm running this game. But I just think, especially with the way the game is now, it's too. I mean, he hasn't played in 10 years. It is a hard game to do that.
Yeah, everybody usually takes them out as soon as they declare themselves the Godfather.
Right. And even if he's not openly doing it, that's what he's doing. Mm-hmm. And I think this game, it's like Joe, right? Joe Anglin, Joey Amazing. Mm-hmm. When he gets to the merge, he tries to win all the immunities to get to the end. Well, there's like 12 immunities. You can't win freaking 12 immunities. Right. Just like Rob can't start out day one in charge and end the game in charge.
Mm-hmm. Not anymore.
Not anymore. His season he did. But not that was literally 9 years ago. So I think his time's gonna come eventually, and he's definitely on the bottom again. I mean now if you look at who's Rob's allies, he's probably got more than Parvati because everybody likes him. Mm-hmm. But his only allies really are Parvati. That's it.
Adam,
somewhat, but Adam needs to cut bait sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Who's in the bottom three? Who's in the third one? The bottom three.
Adam Klein.
And then there you go, Adam Klein. Mm-hmm. So why is Adam in the bottom three? Because you wouldn't have thought so coming in the episode. He'd end up in the bottom three. What did he do?
Friggin' idiot. He told Rob about the plan that blew everything up. And Ethan. He ran his mouth. He should have shut up and just voted her out and been done with it.
Absolutely.
And then that would have been a testament to him for his game. He orchestrated the vote for Parvati and got her out early.
I mean, it's crazy to me. Adam is called himself a quote super duper fan. Not even a super fan, a super duper fan. He's a Survivor Redditor. Okay, the dude knows a freaking Survivor, and he's made 2 cataclysmic rookie mistakes this first 3 episodes. He went off on his own with Denise, and then he told somebody the plan before the vote. You gotta lie in Survivor, and you gotta be trustworthy, and he's not done either one of those things. He's done 2 real bad mistakes this season already. I feel like it's gonna eventually catch up to him. Again, who knows? Anything can happen still, but not good. Definitely not good. Two bad mistakes. What do you think?
No comment. He's an idiot. I'm over all of it.
It's
been be over now.
It's been really bad, and he did not do a good job. He made some real some bad choices. I mean, you vote somebody out, and then you can ask for permission or ask for forgiveness later. Mm-hmm. But you can't be like, well, we're gonna vote out one of your allies. Don't tell your ally. Try to keep the peace before the vote. You don't do that. You vote them out. You be in. And then you're the first one to go pick up the pieces on the bottom. That's what you do. You go pick up the pieces on the bottom. You don't try to get permission and then make a vote. You go do what you gotta do and then ask for forgiveness after. Right. If you put people on the bottom, you want to keep them cultivated, that relationship. You don't want to just have them be on the bottom and that's the end. Because that's how you lose. But you definitely don't want to preempt your own move. If you put them on the bottom, you go rebuild that relationship and bring them back in. But you don't do it before the vote. Bad mistake, Adam. Not smart. But he played a good game the first time. He was a very good winner. I think he was one of the better winners. But not doing a good job here. By the way, who's Wendell?
I don't know who's Nick.
Who's Nick?
their team never loses, so they're
Yeah.
not on the show right now.
I know. That's true.
It's not like it hasn't happened before. In
That's
other
true.
seasons.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. They're not getting much to do because they're not in the main storyline. They're not, but you would think they'd have a confessional or 2 or 3 if they're winning.
They haven't been involved with stuff though. Sandra's gotten an idol, and Sarah's gotten something, and
Kim Tyson.
So that's the only reason they've actually gotten anything.
You're right. I just think if they're winning the game, they would have had more airtime. But
I don't know. Was Tommy getting more airtime last season before actually doing anything?
Not really, but he did get.
Some.
You heard from him once in a while.
I mean, Nick and Wendell have gotten a very little, but we're only 4 episodes in.
3 episodes in, yeah. So. All right. Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about the top 3 players this week. I wanted to put Denise in here. I was debating to put in Denise, just for the simple fact that her number 1 ally was Adam, and she made the smart decision of blindsiding him, leaving him out of the boat, because she could have said, "Hey, Adam, this is what they're doing," and made the same mistake Adam made.
Yeah.
But he is supposed to be her number 1, so I was like, well, he is supposed to be her number 1. She also got the coin from Danny, so that helps her too.
Yeah.
And she has an idol, so she's not in a bad spot right now with that. But I don't know if, again, the difference between Adam and Ethan and Adam and Denise is actually Adam's number 1, where Adam thought Ethan was.
Yeah.
So I think maybe Denise could have cued in Adam a little bit more to calm himself down. But at the end of the day, she made the right vote, and that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
But I did put in the top 3. I have 3 others in the top 3. Who is number 3?
Sarah Lucina.
Why?
I mean, she got the steal a vote advantage. She bought with her fairy token from Natalie, so she's in a good spot.
Yeah, she got a lot of advantages. She's, again, playing a good game. She's getting a lot of airtime. She's got, like last season, she's got plenty of solid relationships. Nobody seems to not like her, and I think that's one thing she does really, really well. In her last season, everybody thought she was their number 1 ally. Her last season she played that game where everybody's like, well, I'm going to have Sarah, so I'm number 1, and then Sarah voted them out like, whoa, what happened? And Sarah was looking out for herself, obviously. That's how you play the game. But I think she's in a very similar spot as she was the season she won.
Yeah.
And that's definitely exciting for her. Had a good week, didn't do anything outstanding, but also did well in the last challenge too. She put together the puzzle at the end too, so certainly doing a good job. And so far so good.
Yeah.
What is next? Who is next on the top 3? Michelle. And I almost could put her and Jeremy as 1 and 1A. I think Jeremy has a little bit more. He's got one more advantage.
Yeah.
The what's it called? Safety without power, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
He's got that advantage. He still has 1 fire token. With that advantage, and I think he's in a little bit better just social spot than Michelle. And he's got a little bit better reputation. So if they're both making moves, I think Jeremy will get a little more credit for it because he's known for making moves, but Michelle's not as much.
Yeah.
But I have Michelle on the top here as well. Why do you think Michelle? Why would you?
Because her and Jeremy were talking, at the end of the last one, forming a bond. Probably going to be working together,
Yeah, and they definitely did on this vote. I mean, if you look at the votes came through, 3 were for Adam, 1 was for Parvati, and then 4 for Ethan. Well, which way did the votes go? You can just look at it, right? I mean, Parvati, Rob, and Ethan voted for Adam. Adam voted for Parvati, and because Adam was telling them it's going to be Parvati, and maybe Parvati has an idol, the actual people who were in control of the game of that tribe flipped it onto Ethan. So the 2 who were in control of that vote were Michelle and Jeremy. They were saying, hey, Ben, hey, Denise, they think we're going for Parvati. They've been told Parvati. Let's let Adam continue to think it's Parvati because he's going to blow something up if we tell him it's going to be something else.
Right.
So let's just blindside Adam, blindside the other guys. Even if Adam's pissed and wants to join with them, it's still 4-3.
Yeah.
So I think they made the smart move. They actually did a vote split even if it wasn't intentional, right? If they split the vote on Adam, and Adam goes, it's still 4-3. If they guess wrong, Adam goes. If Adam has an idol and plays it, they still have all their bases covered.
Right.
And it was a really, really smart move. A, keeping Adam out of the vote and not letting him know what was going on, but also making sure that the person who, if they had an idol, they played the wrong way. And the person, they got rid of the person they still wanted.
Right.
They took out a number from the old school alliance while still maintaining their cover. So that's why I put Michelle there at number 2. Number 1, I put Jeremy Collins. Same reason. I think he's got maybe a little bit more social capital. He did lose Natalie. He's got a couple more advantages, a couple more things that tools to play with, I guess you can say. He was in a bad spot for week 1, but he's definitely come back from that. He's again got a great social game. And I think Michelle and Jeremy together are doing a really good job. I think they kind of played Ethan into thinking he was. I think again, you didn't see all the conversations. Everything wasn't clear, but the way it looked to me, Adam tells Ethan to go for Parvati, so that they let Adam vote Parvati. Cool. Ethan is now like, well, we gotta get rid of Adam. So they go to Jeremy, they go to Michelle, they go to everybody. Let's get rid of Adam. They say, yeah, vote Adam. So Ethan's like trying to survive this vote, right? But he thinks Adam's going.
Yeah.
So he has no reason to be afraid.
Right.
And then they turned, the 4 of them turned it on him.
Right.
And that's why. So I think what I said before, I think he made a mistake. This is Lola, by the way. This is Bailey's sister. You've probably seen her before. She's better. Her actual sister. Bailey's actual sister. Yeah. I think that's what I said. I think they made Ethan make the mistake. I think they lulled him into that mistake because he was like, I gotta survive this vote, so I'll go anywhere. And they said, well, fine. You guys want to go for Adam? We'll go for Adam. And he's like, cool, we'll go for Adam, not thinking that it was going to on him. So I think they made him, they tricked him into making a mistake of putting himself on the line. I think, honestly, Ethan would have just gone with the flow had they said, no, it's going to be, Parvati or whatever. I think he may have eventually just given up and gone with it.
Yeah.
But he didn't think he needed to because he thought the votes were going for Adam.
Right.
So Ethan made the mistake of putting his neck on the line for his ally and staying there instead of jumping on board with the votes. But he did that because he thought he didn't think the votes were going that way; they were going the other way. Yeah. So they played him pretty hard, and Jeremy and Michelle deserve a lot of credit for it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. They're the only reason that the votes change any other way.
For sure. So. And I think Ben was willing to kind of go wherever. Denise, was smart to know that whichever way the wind's going, go that way. Don't rock the boat. You're not losing your ally anyways. Mm-hmm. So if Adam was getting voted out, maybe she'd do something. But Adam was just getting blindsided by the vote, and ended up working as a vote split anyways.
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess.
It was a cool move. It was a good move. Obviously, he lost a person again, but I'm in the spot where I'm like, well, I want that team to keep winning because I only have one person on that tribe. You're kind of the opposite. You want the other tribe to lose because you only have one person on that tribe. So
correct.
And he's in a good spot. So I'm that way with Denise because Denise is in a decent spot. So I don't care if they lose that tribe loses immunity if Denise is surprised and going. Whereas the other side, if they lose immunity, it's now a 5 out of 9 shot that one of my people is going home. So either way, how do people find you on Twitter, Jessica?
Just T820.
Just T820. And they can subscribe to our channel to get all the updates. The Masked Singer show coming out soon, probably next couple days. Get it out for you probably by Monday or so. Then try to get it again the next episode out by Thursday. Jessica's doing a great job of that show. I'm excited to see how the next episode goes. She got plenty of dog love tonight too. Dogs all over her.
Yep. I'm just warm and it's cold.
Yeah, it's true.
Freezing.
Definitely cold. It's like 20-something degrees. It is almost March.
2 more days.
Subscribe. Get all the updates. email the show, paperproduction@gmail.com, like our Facebook page, facebook.com/paperproductions. Share the post, tell your friends. You can find me on Twitter, Yo Grabba Gabba. Anything else, Jessica?
No, I hope I get to be less bitter about the show right now, but I don't know.
It's tough. You're getting picked off one by one. Bailey's got one player left, though, so if anybody's in a bad spot, it's Bailey. He has 2 people and lost one
I
already.
have treats anyways. I need to win so I can buy him the treats.
He doesn't deserve the treats. He picked a bad team. It's not his fault.
He didn't pick the team.
Okay, we picked the team.
He was given the team.
Yes. Well, either way, anywho, I think, knock on wood, I think you'll be okay for a couple weeks. I think you're going to be the be-back of the season.
We'll see.
I don't know. I mean, I don't see one of the people you have left winning necessarily, but I didn't say that about be-backs guys. He had Dean and Tommy. That was all he had left for the whole last final 10. And you and I were rolling.
Yeah.
So you could be the be-back this season. You could have nobody left until you get down to the final 10. Then the final 10, and then you have the 2 at the final 2. So the 2 of the shot to win. So it could happen. It could be the final 3 could be Yule, Adam, and Ben. Don't see it, but it could be. You never know. So hopefully, I don't know. I have I would say the next one to go would probably be Robert Parvati if they lose. If not, it'll probably be Tyson or Kim, but Kim has the title. So I would like to see a swap soon, though. Hopefully, they do it soon because it's going to get somewhat predictable if they don't do that. They got to switch themselves up. So go to 3 tribes next week, or just do 2 and switch up to 2 different teams.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
I think we're good. I think we're ready to move on. Stay tuned next week. Look out for our Masked Singer show. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Bailey and Lola. And we got nothing else for you, because as always, the tribe has spoken.